The COVID-19 pandemic has caused severe socio-economic impact globally, the brunt of which has been significantly felt at the community level. In the Philippines, local government units, or LGUs, are the frontliners in addressing the threat to public health, welfare, and safety of the people, while pursuing rehabilitation and recovery efforts and building resiliency to thrive under the new normal.
We have been hit by many disasters and crises in the past, and we have always shown our resilience and determination to recover as one nation. Yet, nothing has prepared us for COVID-19 and its impacts. Given the huge task ahead of us, a lot of LGUs may be asking, how do we even begin? Who will lead what process? What strategies can be used to ensure that all sectors are involved? Where will we get the funding? How will urban cities and rural communities, with their own sets of needs and priorities, be able to rehabilitate and recover from COVID-19 impacts? And to answer these questions and provide guidance to our LGUs, the DILG, with the assistance of World Bank and funding support from the Global Facility for Disaster Reduction and Recovery, and the Government of Japan, developed the LGU Guide for Rehabilitation and Recovery from COVID-19.
For over 15 years now, the World Bank has been continuously supporting the government to implement policy and institutional reforms for a safer, healthier, greener, and more resilient Philippines. With an existing strong partnership and through a disaster risk management development policy load, we were able to mobilize quickly and provide just-in-time support to the COVID-19 response and recovery efforts of the government. In particular, we now have the LGU Guide for Rehabilitation and Recovery from COVID-19. This provides a roadmap for governors, mayors, decision makers, and technical staff on how they can begin and sustain their recovery efforts.
The LGU Guide builds on the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council approved Disaster Rehabilitation and Recovery Planning Guide and is consistent with the National Action Plan against COVID-19. The guide recommends a rehabilitation and recovery framework that LGUs may modify based on their specific needs. This covers medium-term and sectoral outcomes with sectoral strategies. These sectors include agri-fishery and essential goods, livelihood and business development, health, social services, infrastructure and housing, peace and order, and digital governance. These strategies consider the various cross-cutting concerns that must be addressed. The guide also includes templates which the LGUs can use as they implement their recovery interventions. The cooperation of the stakeholders and the whole community in the rehabilitation and recovery process is also important to ensure resilience in the event of another health crisis or in the face of other natural disasters. To achieve expected outcomes, LGUs need to have a coordination structure to determine the roles and responsibilities of each stakeholder. The guide illustrates institutional arrangements at the national, regional, and local levels, which can help LGUs implement the various interventions cohesively. Moreover, budget review should be conducted to identify fund sources and ensure that recovery projects will be adequately funded. To help LGUs do this, the guide provides a detailed menu of fund source options to finance COVID-19 rehabilitation and recovery. Moreover, the guide provides guidance to LGUs in creating an effective communications plan or strategy to inform the people about the recovery program and encourage their participation.
While our challenges seem overwhelming, we will continue to find innovative, timely, and responsive solutions as more people get vaccinated and our economy gradually reopens. The LGU Guide for Rehabilitation and Recovery from COVID-19 is a comprehensive tool that our local chief executives can use in leading our communities towards full recovery. This guide will enable us to bounce back stronger and adapt better towards the new normal. Together, we can heal and recover as one community and as one resilient Filipino nation.